Dreamers Welcome Podcast.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast. We back in the building live from Moves Media. I go by CEO PESO, blessed and highly favored. We in the building right now. I got an amazing young and upcoming artist. I'm gonna be honest. I just got caught wind of him maybe like 2-3 months ago. Shouts out to Candy Bar. She put me on deck with him. Nigga doing fucking numbers right now.
That's crazy,
streaming.
Because I've been knew about you, bro.
Bro, I've been
for years.
If I did know, because I was mixing your name up with somebody else because the way you spell it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting y'all Jxve and then Jxve and shit.
Okay,
so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was fucking up on that end. But now introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, man. My name's Jxve. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I've been around the country, kind of moving around, but I do this music shit full time. I'm with my homie. Dean is Dez, my business partner. We've been putting in mad work, man.
Yo, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. So you say you've been traveling around, bouncing around. What that consists of?
Just kind of like networking with different artists. Like, I kind of been blessed to be able to work with artists that just don't live where I live, basically. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got songs with people from India. Guess what? That's actually where my biggest fan base is. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's where my biggest fan base
we
is.
jumping the gun. Right? We ain't talking Cali, LA, Miami, India.
I got
overseas.
India.
Overseas, yeah.
Australia. I got a couple from India. I got a lot from LA. Shout out to my homie Sean Cassidy and Vo, both of them in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
So just well rounded.
Yeah, and I kind of been moving too, for real.
So how did the overseas placements even come? Like how do you even get a fan base doing features in places like that?
I mean, literally, you
decoding the matrix with that.
You
shit.
Gotta put it depends on where you put your music, you know. So like where you want to promote it, basically.
And you know the ins and outs of where to do that.
Yeah.
So okay, because you independent doing everything.
Yeah, basically. Well, I ain't gonna say I do everything by myself. I always got help. You know, I always got a team,
the support
but
system.
It's not like a label team or anything. But I always got people in the background help me do everything for sure.
Dope.
Yeah.
So would you say that your music really started taking off more overseas first, or was it just still?
Well, not even first, because I think it first started off with right when I came back from Florida, because I was living in Florida with some people who like they kind of had a different vision. Mm-hmm. So like I wanted to continue the vision I had, and I came back to Ohio. And I linked up with Cam Michael. Okay. And I don't even know if Cam Michael understand like
damn homie,
how big this was to me. But when we linked up and he was on Promoting Sounds, I don't know if you know what Promoting Sounds is, but they're a big YouTube channel. Like they blew up. People like Russ. Yeah. They helped Russ blow up.
Black
Bear.
I fuck with Black Bear.
Cal Scooby from Ohio.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. Dro Kenji's just now blowing up. He Promoting Sounds kind of put him on. But once I did a song with Cam Michael, I got on Promoting Sounds. Right. And that boosted my career. And then it's like I started hanging out. I started like making songs with people who were like way above me. And then that elevated me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it really is who you surround yourself with, bro. Because once I started surrounding myself with people who were actually doing the shit, yeah, man, my numbers started going up. And the people that fuck with me, I started selling features like crazy, bro. Like it was like candy for people, bro.
So what gave you that comfortability or that okay to be like, you say you were selling features?
Well, I was selling features way before that, but I just felt like once you have a kid, bro, it's like, if you want me to take time away from my kid,
man,
you are going to have to pay.
How old is your kid?
You feel me? I got 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got one. So I totally understand. Like,
you feel me? Like if somebody wants you to go out of your way to stop kicking it with your kid or doing what you're doing, you gonna charge them.
Man, I'm gonna charge you extra to shoot.
You feel me?
If the weather change, you feel me? Like niggas trying to shoot in the winter, like nigga, nah, bro.
You feel me?
Bro, it's so I get it though. Literally everything got a price. Like, all right, bro, you want to do this? Nah. So I get it. But even with the children, though, it's just like, shit. If you taking time to do it, then, need some compensation or you got to make it worthwhile. It ain't about the money, but it's about, shit making time.
And a lot of people think when it comes to paying for a feature, it's like, oh, you're paying for the clout. And it's like, no. Because at the same time, it's not like I'm going to post it on Facebook and reach the same amount of people that I reached when I ran $2,000 or $4,000 on an ad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A Facebook post I'm gonna have to spend $4,000 to reach that again. You know what I mean? So it's like people think you paying for clout, and it's like, nah, you paying for the sound. and I got a premium sound. When I do a song, it's premium. It's nasty, and that's because I work with the best engineers. I work with the best people who do cover art. I work with you feel me?
Down to a T. Everything, all the perception, all of the sounds, how it's being perceived and looked at. You key in on every detail of it, putting it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I want to talk to you real quick about the how you saying you doing the promotion and the ads, which a lot of people, they really naive to it because it's not an instant gratification of like putting that money in. Yeah, it's not at all. I know for sure. But
I just made my money back on Band-Aids, and that was 2 years ago.
I seen you the other month. The video I seen was out in 2020.
Yeah.
Well, is that when it came out? Period.
I think so. Nah,
Band-Aid's original, I think.
It is.
It's hard to find the video. It was hard to find the video, and I found it.
It's not out no more.
It's on.
Somebody else put it out there.
Somebody got it out though.
Somebody put it out there.
Somebody got it.
Yeah. Somebody got it. I seen it, but then I seen one of your official pages had the like the actual YouTube audio, like it's connected I think to your Spotify or something. Yeah. And that motherfucker's doing numbers though.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Because like I be trying to tell people like this is how you know it's authentic. Because when we run ads, we send them straight to Spotify, right?
By Spotify,
but because
I mean, if you want to put that free game out,
if
though.
You send them to a link, I do want to say again about the free
game. Okay.
It's not that it's not too much free game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like when you send them to a link that has everything, you putting them through an extra process. Like, man, I gotta click another button to get where I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you send them to Spotify, it's like I don't have Spotify, but I really like this song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna go to SoundCloud. I'm gonna go to Deezer, Napster, Tidal. I'm gonna go wherever it is that I use to listen to the song because I love it so much. So when they was listening to this ad and they were going to Spotify, it's like a lot of people didn't have Spotify, and they went to YouTube because I didn't put money into YouTube ads and SoundCloud ads individually. I put it into one ad. Everything went up.
Yeah,
it was just one of those songs, bro. Band-Aids was, I don't know, it's just people like gravitated to that song.
So Band-Aid was the one that just kicked off and did it for you though.
Yeah, so Enemy kind of did really well. But then Band-Aids took off, and then Band-Aids helped Enemy get to 1 million. So
the typical question is, I'm sure you get asked this a lot, did you expect Band-Aids to do that?
No.
Not at all.
At that point, I never hit 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, I mean, Enemy was my number one song at that time. And I was already thinking like, man, how am I going to beat that if I don't get Promoting Sounds to post it? And then I did it without Promoting Sounds, and that was just like that made me feel powerful.
Yeah, you didn't need that.
I like overshot my milestone because I thought Promoting Sounds was the only way I was gonna.
But Promoting Sounds was still doing something for you. Though.
They did bro. I almost gave up.
So what did you do different from what you had enemies on Promoting Sounds?
Yeah.
What did you do different to where Band-Aids took off then? Was it the ads?
I didn't run an ad for Enemy.
Oh, okay.
That was all that. All the recognition that came with that song was strictly off of them posting it on YouTube, them reposting it on SoundCloud on their page, and then I think they added me to some playlists on Spotify, and everything just kind of took off. And it was kind of stagnant for a while until, like I said, I dropped Band-Aids and put the promotion in. Everything started going up, and that's how I was like, oh, this ad shit real.
Nah, G shit.
Because everything's going up.
Instead of waiting on somebody else to put you on too, it's like. You have that. It's not instant gratification, but you feel more in control of your career.
Unfortunately, you gotta have money though. So,
I mean, yeah, that's with everything.
That's what I did with the Trump check. So as I got that Trump check, bro, I was like, bam, in the music, and
thank God you did that. You didn't just go wardrobe crazy or
I didn't
wild
buy
shit.
I put 100% and some into the music, like so.
But then you say now you just starting to see the actual paybacks from putting that in though.
Yeah, it took a while to get the royalties, but I mean, like, I still made that money back.
Look, bro, music is a hurry up and wait game. Period. That's what a lot of people don't really get. So was there any type of pressure though? Like I said, I'm asking of a fan of how artists be feeling when they go through this shit because Band-Aids is going crazy. And what's the new joint out you said you got? Or you said you just hit 1 million on it.
Enemy.
Oh, Enemy. The
Enemy hit 1 million after Band-Aids hit several million. Okay. Like, so like Band-Aids, like Enemy, it was going up and it was my highest song. Like I think it was like 500,000 for a while. I was like sitting there at half.
And that's just no promo. It's just doing.
And then
its
Band-Aids
thing.
dropped and hit like 2-3, and then it climbed up to a million.
So is it pressure of a follow-up record or a follow-up project when you got some shit like that? Like
it's
that's doing numbers?
Super pressure, man. And actually, it's so much pressure that this entire past year, I didn't drop anything but like 3 songs. Just it's so pressure because now it's like, yo, I need every song to be like Band-Aids. But it's like, it's impossible when you don't have the budget.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
That was my main
concern. I think it's that you don't want to stay stuck in the same lane too. Like you still want to evolve as an artist and still hit that same fan base.
But not like, be known for the same type of shit.
You don't want to make 30 songs like Band-Aids, you know? You don't want to make Band-Aids 1 through 30. You want to make songs that you want to make, but you still, I mean, I think that's the hard part with a lot of it is that it's like, okay, these are the songs that the fans really like. It's like, how can I capture that and still capture me?
And to me, though, when like I didn't listen to a couple of artists that, like industry artists that didn't roll the wave of what they had with the one song that did for them. And the whole project sound like one long ass song.
That'd never be me, bro.
Yeah, like so. And, you know what I mean? So that's why I be asking, like, when people do get that one that take off, where is it pressure? And you know,
I look at each song like an NFT, bro. Every song I make is one of a kind, and it ain't gonna be another one like it.
Absolutely, I love it. Okay,
it's one of
nice reference. NFT, it's a one of one. Goddamn,
it's one of one. You feel me? Ain't gonna be another song like Band-Aids. Band-Aids hit differently now. When you look back at it, if you was a part of that, bro, it's nostalgic for people. Man. To this day, I go on Instagram Live and people are begging me to sing Band-Aids, bro.
Yo,
begging me to sing the song. Like I'm not trying to sing. I'm not a good singer for real. I use a lot of auto-tune.
I mean, but
pitch correction, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they like wanted me to sing on live. I'm like, maybe next time.
I'm about to say, you know, man.
That song was 2 years ago. God damn it! Like, what about the new shit I just dropped?
Because I mean, that's just is oddly enough with how that shit go off from what I see, and you know, because I didn't dabble in music a lot, as far as just on the behind the scenes shit, and people don't want to let go of what the fuck. It registered to them. Yeah, like it's probably so many people that got a memory or a nostalgic feel to that record that it's a go-to. I got my shit with J. Cole records, Cameron records, and I go and play that shit back like I just graduated high school or something. You know what I mean? So I already know how the fans be, and that's some diehard fans. Yeah, so we was talking before, and we was talking about clearing up something that happened in the past. Like I said, I'm becoming a new sound fan as well. We talking about it, so clarify for the people, man.
You was there during that whole thing, man. So when I dropped Band-Aids, right, and the song it started taking off. You know, it started doing really well.
I got that cleared up.
I didn't even think I hit 1 million at that point.
But it was just growing though, like just early stages.
But I was like, I need a remix to follow up because they love this song so much, and I don't have the budget. I'm gonna try to do it with the remix.
Okay.
And when I did the remix, I was listening to all these unreleased Juice WRLD songs on Spotify, and I'm like, man, they're amazing. And this other dude's on them, like almost all of them. His name was Brain Dead. I'm like, man, how does he got all these songs with Juice WRLD and being able to and just dropping them?
Yeah.
So he told me
after
I hit a Brain Dead. I was like, yo,
this is after?
This is after Juice WRLD died. There are a bunch of unreleased songs on Spotify under Brain Dead's name,
and cuz it's dropping them on his Spotify,
and it was going around on like the rap pages and shit that Juice WRLD was dropping music under different names behind the label,
right?
But it's really just fans and other people just dropping his unreleased music.
Yeah, just clout or he's getting that shit.
And he was doing that with Juice WRLD, and he was making a lot of money. And I hit him up for feature, and he charged me $200. I gave him the $200, and I was like, yo, let's do the song. He sent me the song, or he sent me his verse. His verse was actually like almost the whole song, and I shortened it. I
cut it down.
He did a lot of repeating,
yeah,
and I just took out all the repeats and I just put it in the beginning. And to me, it sounded perfect. I was like,
I mean, you constructed it to your liking.
This ain't how he wanted it, but it's like, bro, you did a lot of repeating, and I was gonna do a verse where you're like doing your shit.
Yeah.
So like,
what the fuck sends back a feature over the whole record?
I said, do it from this time stamp to this time stamp, and he went way over.
And at this time, we did not know none of this about him actually taking dude's music and all that kind of shit. We didn't know that. We thought he was cool with Juice WRLD. He had actually linked up with Juice WRLD, made these songs. So we at this point we thought this is a connection. just to clear that up.
Yeah, thought it was a connection because I'm like, man, he must be in Juice WRLD's camp. Juice WRLD's my favorite artist.
Yeah,
he just passed. Like I cried over Juice WRLD several times.
I mean, but like, to be that close to be having unreleased shit with Juice WRLD, you would think like that's his right hand or some shit.
I was thirsty to work with this nigga.
Yeah,
I was like, bro,
how did the label let
I'll
this
give you
happen?
money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's not real, how's it here? How's it on
Spotify?
Official distribution?
Yeah, you would think that shit gonna get cut the fuck off ASAP.
This is where it gets crazy, bro. This is where it gets crazy. So I get him on the feature, and I linked up with my homie Paul. He's the one who helped blow up everything, and I gave him like a large amount of money. I was like, bruh, put me on. I got this song with Brain Dead, boom. And then the song started blowing up, and the original person I went through to do the promo for Band-Aids was Bangers Only, and he had hit me up, and he was like, "You got a song with Brain Dead?" I was like, "Yeah, I got a song with Brain Dead, bro. Ain't that crazy?" He was like, "Oh man, you messed up," and I was like, "What do you mean I messed up?" And he was like, "Bruh, you don't know about Brain Dead, bro." And then I started looking up Brain Dead, and you couldn't find nothing about this kid nowhere. Nothing about him and Juice. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Ghost. He's a
ghost, bro. Nothing about him. I couldn't find a Facebook page. I couldn't find.
But he just,
the only thing I could find was an Instagram page, and the name of the profile was Brain Dead is Fake. That was the only thing I found.
But then Bangers Only lets us know because we go on call with him, because at this point we're like, hold on, we've just made a move with this. So we go on call with Bangers Only, and he goes ahead to let us know that for Brain Dead as an artist to get the clout that he did when he was uploading his solo music before the Juice WRLD stuff, he was actually co-releasing it with Bangers Only without their permission. So he was listing them as a primary.
Means you pop up. Yeah. Like if you a feature, but I release you as a co-release, it's gonna pop up on your page as an original release, like you just released it.
I've never heard of co-release.
So think about it when two artists do a song together and it pops up on both of their pages. Yeah, it's like they both did that song. It's both of their original songs.
Oh, okay. Like so I'll be seeing
like
that
Drake
as
and Future when they did that album.
Yeah, it's favorite shit. Like we looking out. Yeah. Okay.
So like when a big page does that with you, that not only shows that this dude's got some serious clout and is a force to be reckoned with, but he's got backing, professional backing. Right. But the thing about it is that
he's doing that without permission.
He was just doing it without permission. He was just listing them as that, and then because they were so big, it was falling under the radar and it was coming out. And it was popping up on their pages, and so he's stealing all of their clout, and that's how he even blew up to what he was at all. And then when they called him out on that and kicked him out,
Promoting Sounds and Bangers Only.
And so when they kicked him off of that, then he went to the Juice WRLD unreleased, because I'm assuming he found them off YouTube, SoundCloud, things like that. Downloaded them, bang, hit the studio,
and just started
dropping
running
them.
He's off dude's dead
because they're not copywritten yet.
Right.
But check this out, though. So Juice WRLD's ready to drop the Legends Never Die album, right? Drops the album. Half the songs that were on actually, it was like 70% of the songs on there were songs I already heard from Brain Dead's page.
Holy shit.
And,
so this nigga.
And they literally, like Brain Dead, I was talking to him. I was like, yo, you said you wanted to go in on promotion. I put like a bag behind it. Did you want to put something, like really take the song to the moon? And he was talking about like, oh, TuneCore's holding my money right now. I don't know what's going on. Come to find out, bruh, that they like, yo, you're making money off of Juice WRLD, and he died, bro. Give me your money. They snatched 10 grand from him. All the money he was making off of the Juice WRLD songs, they snatched the 10 grand from him and blacklisted him from getting famous.
That's deep.
And I had a song with him, and my song was his #1 song on his page because I co-released it with him, and that's who I learned it from. Was co-releasing, because he's the one who told me I could do that.
That's deep. That's fucking deep.
And they blacklisted him. I had to literally take him off as a co-release, so that labels didn't see that when I blow up.
Okay, but even with that being his #1 joint on his page, you still gained a lot of notoriety from that shit as well.
I wouldn't say necessarily
I don't
from
know, because
that.
he doesn't.
Well, it was on his page.
His regular songs didn't blow up, but his Juice WRLD songs blew up. Like any song he had that, like Juice WRLD had that he put a verse on, blew up. But his regular songs without Juice WRLD never blew up.
I would say that it actually almost hindered him at the time. I would say it actually almost hindered the song at the time. Yeah. Because as Jxve's going up, dude's on his downfall. And I feel like that kind of did hinder the song a little bit, because at this point, we'd seen the potential for what it could do, and it was really high, and then it would, start doing this, and it was a lot of fluctuation and things like that. But the song turned out, do crazy numbers and stuff still. But I feel like if anything, Brain Dead didn't necessarily help the song as much as he could have hindered it from even growing more, because if you think about it, it's like you even had labels. So this is another thing you didn't bring up. He had labels hit him up about these Band-Aid songs before this whole Brain Dead getting hit by the labels thing came out, right? When that happened, the labels just went dark. Like they wasn't trying to buy they was trying to buy the song from him. They was trying to bag him out. And then once this Brain Dead thing happened, it was like
I never heard from anybody else since then.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So Brain Dead is just off the market right
He
now.
off the market, bro. It's like
don't touch.
All right.
And he charged me $200 for that verse.
Yeah, two and they could do in the promotion and ads, goddamn it, or some shit.
I'd have rather paid a speeding ticket.
Right, you feel me?
No cap.
Yo, so going back real quick though, when Enemies, when you was kind of getting, you had a moment where you was getting doubtful,
very doubtful.
So when you dealing with when you was dealing with that doubt and just thinking like your back was to the wall, Band-Aid ain't doing nothing. What are you thinking? Like why is the doubt hitting? Like how deep is it hitting you where what do you think your next move would have been?
My next move was about to be get a job, and I was just gonna try to stack up until I had an enormous amount of money, and it would be inevitable for me to blow up. But I knew that mean I was gonna have to take a break, because trying to do a job and this at the same time, it's like, look, if you're not putting 100% into something, bro, it's impossible.
Trust me, I know.
Or you gotta get lucky, and lucky means you need to go somewhere outside of where you live to find somebody.
Even with luck, it still can bomb on a nigga easy.
Yeah, facts. It can.
Easy though.
You could get there and then it can get worse.
Well, luck runs out just as quick as it comes in.
Absolutely. And one thing I realized is just shit, like being ready for it when it come. When it come to a person with luck, they fumble that shit down there when it come. Yeah. But going through the shit we would go through or going through, I think that prepares us for when the shit come, we know how to handle it. If you know how to stretch out 3 or 4 bands into promo, shit, 30 or 40 down to some promo shit.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. If I can get something like that, bro, it's impossible. Because look at what I did for a little bit of money. Yeah, and
you seen it though. You did it and seen it.
Yeah.
And you just was patient. From what I'm hearing, just was patient. Like I know this shit gonna take off.
I know it's gonna take off eventually because it's all money. It's like it's impossible for me not to get that money eventually.
But you better bag on Band-Aids.
I spent a bag. I spent a pretty penny.
And you was that confident.
Yeah, because look, I ain't never had that much money for real. I always been on the low end of having money. But once I had it, bruh, and I'm talking about I spent more than I've ever actually just held by myself for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I spent it. And it's just all risk. You feel me? It's a risk and reward. It's like sometimes it's like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna leap. I might hit the ground, but damn better know I'm about to jump as far as I fucking can though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna jump regardless. I'm not gonna sit there and watch everybody else take this leap. I'm gonna take them leaps, you feel me?
Feel me?
So then now they looking at me across the building like I'm on the other side. Like, come on.
Man, shit, look what it took to get over there.
You feel me? It just take courage. That's
Absolutely. It. So so what y'all got coming up? So right now.
So basically, this is my homie Dean is dead, right?
Yeah. And Dean, he been dropping jams, but we need you to talk, man. What's up, Dean?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, actually, we got some good stuff coming out. He's got this song that just came out actually in December.
G
Willikers, super fire. If you like Trippie Redd's new album, it's kind of got the vibes of that. Completely jive style, obviously not biting off Trippie Redd. It's a very good song. I like it. I got a song just dropped called Paradise. It just dropped Monday. I just did a completely style switch. I don't rap no more.
He used to like Eminem rap.
Oh, that way.
Now he doing pop music.
I do pop music.
Makes sense. It's
yeah.
Like,
I do R&B and rap. I like to sing.
Yeah.
And I never used to do that before, but I always wanted to.
I mean, that's a total change from Eminem rap to straight pop.
It is. It actually, this guy has a lot to do with it because it was like when I linked up with him, That was rap, as your dad called it. His dad used to call it spitty rap.
Spitty rap?
Yeah, spitty rap.
Just spit.
My dad an old head.
I did some old school bars, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It was as many rhymes as I could fit into as little time as possible. Made me feel accomplished.
Yeah.
And I was not very well versed with the game and where it was in today's standings. When I linked up with him, he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna put auto-tune on your voice," and I was like, "Yeah, that's never gonna happen." And eventually we worked on it a bunch, you know. And I always wanted to be a singer. And then, you know, I'm not gonna say it was like the very first song I put auto-tune on was Sweet, but actually one of the very first songs I put auto-tune on hit almost 1 million. And so, you know, we did that same promotion, things like that. That song was Side Girl, and then that made me they gave me the confidence to be like, okay, I'm capable of more here. I'm capable of conveying real feelings here, not just
stretching it to more than what you just comfortable doing or was known. Yeah,
absolutely. And don't get me wrong, I always have a place in my heart for rap, but I love to sing. And so now, fast forward to now, I dropped the song Paradise. It's crazy. It's completely different.
Tell me about the music video.
So I got a music video.
I was about to ask him that.
Yeah, I got a music video coming probably here in the next 2 weeks. I would say 2 weeks from probably Friday. And it's a 3D music video. We shot a bunch of green screen shots with Prince Visuals. He from the city. Look him up.
Shout out Prince.
Prince Sweet. And we sent it off to a guy. Done a lot of work with Season. Season was actually signed by Juice WRLD. So they had that connection. You know, made my way to the guy, and we just got it back this morning, and it's crazy.
Literally today. We're gonna put this episode out before the video drop for the promo. But
I got a song called Not Okay coming out, another crazy pop vibe song called
Shot a video to that too.
Shot a movie to that. It's Spencer Wolf. He's super sweet. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a big budget for this year. We got a big budget. Money sitting in the bank, collecting dust. That's cool. I'm gonna let it collect as much dust.
That's cool.
So that moment hits, and then, you know, I go up, he go up, we all go up. You know,
that's how it go.
I become Dr. Octopus. You know, we just put down arms, just grab a hold. So.
Oh man, you gotta be multitasking out here,
right?
Man, all right. So one last question before we wrap up, man. I ask everybody is. By the way, bro, just for me, y'all meeting y'all today, I fuck with y'all. Like,
I fuck with you.
Because we got into it as soon as we started, and we got in here. But like, just to hear the story, I ain't hear nothing about it. You put up a crazy post, and I was reading it, and you know, y'all just seem like some real humble, well-rounded people. That's just shit. We all got a dream. You feel me? We just try to obtain this shit. So I want to ask y'all, just each, what's a good quote or a good piece of advice y'all live off of?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Don't ever give up. You're almost there.
Okay.
Simple, but mean a million things. What you got?
I would say this is less of a quote, more of something that I've just decided to live my life off of based on my experience. Don't ever think you're better than somebody else, and try to work with everybody. The people who are lower than you sometimes blow up way bigger than you, and any help that you've given them, they may feel grateful for, and they may help you out in the long run. Whereas, you know, if you keep trying to use people as stepping stones, it don't work out. It don't work out. You always get yours in the end. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You need to keep an open mind, be humble, no matter how good you think you are, how good you are. Just work with everybody, be nice, be polite, and be about your business, and your dream will come to you as long as you don't ever quit.
That's good.
Fuck, I'm talking about.
Let's get it.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast, man. Y'all keep on dreaming. We out this
Shout
bitch.
out.
Holla at y'all.
Dreamers Welcome Podcast.